Good evening. I almost said good morning. Good evening. My name is David Hunt, and this is the Play by Ear Masterclass. It is going to be absolutely amazing. We have the topic today, the 1564 DeMystified. Why did I jump straight to the 1564? Because it is the most popular progression that's out there. We're going to spend some time, look at what each one of those are, and make sure that you are able to get it and play by ear using our simple hand movement, moving one note at a time. The 1564 demystified. Demystified. That's what we're talking about. And I see you, Albert. He's like, no t-shirt. No, came home, had a quick bite to eat. I looked at the t-shirt I was wearing. I was like, nope. That looks more like a wife beater. No, so no, we're not about it. So we're gonna make sure we get it today. All right. Is it just me, or you're only hearing the music on the right side? Maybe I need to just make sure. Am I hearing myself? No, I'm not hearing myself. Loose connection. Okay. All right. Thank you. You gotta check all this stuff out before you go live, David. Before you go live. And we keeping it a stack. All right. So let's go. Let's start the show. Okay. So we're gonna go on to the next scene now. So here we are, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Okay. We're gonna just jump right into it. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Rebecca, nice to see you here. G. Albert's like, I don't know. It's like, all right. So glad that you guys can make it. We're just going to jump right into it. I'm just thankful for the two of you that are here. Let's go. Al Shafi, sir, good evening. It is late for your standards. Maybe you're a half an hour ahead or an hour and a half ahead, Al. And Al's up there in Canada. Rebecca's down here in the States somewhere, I believe in Tennessee. I could be wrong. It could be somewhere else. You could be anywhere. I'm not going to try to place you anywhere, but so we're thankful for each one of you. Okay. So here, I'm going to go into play mode. Today we're talking about the really simple progression, right? The 1, 5, 6, 4 progression. It's used by so many. I'll just sing it quick. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. Can you feel do that again. I deliberately didn't show you my hands so you could get used to listening to that ostinato, that repeated pattern. It's almost like Pachelbel canon, right? Okay, Rebecca, I see you're in Missouri. That's good. So I'm listening to that bass line, right? Just pattern. Now I'm in the key of C, which really doesn't have a lot of notes to it. Actually, there are exactly 7 notes in the C major scale. And this is the major scale we're dealing with. Get it together, Dave. All right. Good day, Simon. How are you? It's good to see you again. Yes, so we're in this mode right now. I'm gonna bring up the top C in here. So this is the C, low C. This is middle C, and usually in the middle of the piano. All right. C, G, A, and F. And yes, thank you, Albert, for dropping that in the comments. I'm just going to pull that up here real quick. C, G, A, and F. So I'm just using my hands. I'm going to use them. Right? So if you count from C, if you find C, you find the 2 little black notes on the piano. You could find this on your guitar as well. I probably should have brought my guitar down so I could demonstrate. It's upstairs. I want to leave it. All right, so you have C as 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how they count it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right? And if you just skip over a note, and then you bring this skip over the yellow note, you come to C. That's your C major chord. You're just going to flow. You keep your hand in the same pattern. And that's A, which is 6. And then 5, and then 4, which is F. So play it one more time. Yes. You talk amongst yourselves. The more you talk, the more people get notified. All right. God's Construction. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming through. If you need a singer, check out God's Construction. I mean, he's got some pipes on him. He's got some pipes on him. God's Construction. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. So, whoops, made a mistake. And when you make a mistake, you just keep moving on, right? Right, so what I showed you the last time was instead of moving your hand all around the place, you just move one note at a time. So you move your, and it's these 3 fingers that you're moving. You see the outside ones stay, right? So it's 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, and 1, 4, 5. In terms of how the fingers are numbered, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can count to 5, you're doing good. So, all right. Think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. And that pattern just keeps going. We're alone now. I think that's a song by Journey. I can't remember the name of it. Seems to be a really short lesson. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the 1 chord. I'm gonna zoom in here. Zoom in. Okay, so this is C, right? And people will tell you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's G, right? You get to A and F. You don't really need to know what those names of those are. You just need to know. Find the 2, and then it's 3. So it's 2 black notes to the immediate left of the 2 black notes. And if your piano's out of tune, it may sound like this. Or somewhere in there, or even higher. I have a pitch bend on my piano. It's like, how are you doing that, Dave? Don't worry, it is not rocket science. And this is going to drive me nuts. It's just a little off there. So now that's straight. Okay. The keyboard is off. All right, so the 1 chord is C. That's your note. C, G, A, F. So the 1 chord is just made up of these 3 notes, one after the other. 1, skip the 2nd note. Skip the 4th note, and on the 5th note, you hold that down. Right? The next note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is the same pattern. Now the 6th chord, the one which is to the immediate right of the 5, has a little bit of a different flavor to it. It's called a minor chord. And what the minor chord has is like a more soulful, melancholy. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. You got that. Almost sad, not sad, but introspective. Right? That's one way to think of it. It's introspective. And then you skip over the other note and come back down to the 4. Right, so you can get those, put it all together now. And you can make it work and add a lot of different flavor to it just by doing. And sometimes it's hard, it's easy to say, okay, David, you got the right hand. Now give us this left hand. So I'm gonna zoom the other way. Okay. But if you do this way, you'd have to stretch your fingers. Whereas if I go the other way and I go down, I don't really have to move my hand. All right, so Albert, this one is for you. You just practice this pattern. So thumb, ring finger, middle finger, pinky. All right, thumb, ring finger, middle finger, pinky. You want to hold your hand like you're holding a ball or a soda can or a bottle of water. It's the same motion, the same hand position. So when you just turn your hand, turn your hand sideways. Okay, so the beautiful thing about even just holding the one chord, you can use the one chord to play. This is what I was showing you the last time. Oh, that's the cheat code. I gave you the cheat code first. Is it this one? 1, 2. Command 1. Whoa. No, let's do this again. I'm not even sure what I'm doing right now. Here we go. And that's it. In essence, that is it. One hand at a time. I'm okay. Albert says, one hand at a time, I'm okay. Adding a second hand is where the fun happens for the perfectionist in me. See, now, the thing about it is Albert, the beautiful thing about making music, especially for yourself, or even just doing it for your family and friends, is you don't have to be perfect. Some people are just glad that they have some form of entertainment. Even, when you're not playing it perfect, they appreciate the effort. The effort. Just like you guys are appreciating the effort of me trying to teach this concept and demystify it. It's like, oh yeah, just used 1, 5, 6, 4. It's like, what does that mean? You take the starting note, you go 5 steps away, then you go another step up for the 6th, and then you backtrack 2 for the 4. Just simple math. Really is simple math, right? Simple math. You take the one note. You can't just switch to the camera because it's backwards. See, now it's backwards. It's not backwards. It's just needing to just straighten this up. So my OCD kicks in weird ways. It's like, y'all ain't ready for this. Okay. 5. Go up 1 to 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. Boom. Quick math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 6, 4. So just bring both hands down at the same time, Albert. Oh, see, I made a mistake. Okay, I acknowledge that I made a mistake. And relax. Okay, we move on. We'll play it again. Oh, nothing embellishment. And Kevin, what's up, my guy? I should probably just moderate you because you are the awesome moderator. We're going over the demystification of the 1-5-6-4 chord progression, Kevin. We wanted to make sure that everyone had the tools that they can just use to play multiple songs. Now, let's take a look at the tubes of Google. And if you search, really? That's not what I wanted to do. Putting my business all out in the streets. You're going to look at the Google. I'm going to type 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression songs. And okay, well, I could probably make that a little bit bigger. Let's look at that for a minute. All right. So, Let It Be by the Beatles. First half of the verse. So, you think about when you feel the love tonight. Okay, well, can you feel it just for that portion of the song? Okay. embellishing it a lot, right? But that's the simple end of it. There's actually whoa, there's actually, okay, no, I don't want to be downloading it. There's actually, yeah, let's go back to Wikipedia. Hey, Wikipedia knows all. Now, giving you the theory and of all this stuff. So here's the song "Bless the Lord, O my soul." Uses a variation of this because it starts on "Bless the Lord, O my soul, O my soul, worship His holy name. So there's variations. So people pull the. Oh, I'm talking. And it's like my hands are going. They pull the chord progression and they roll with that. I'm going to move my program window over here where it is not in the way. Kevin, man, it's a skill, right? So playing is a skill. Talking on the mic, looking at the camera is a skill. Some people, they're looking at their monitor underneath, not really looking at the camera, so they're looking down. I've seen people doing the live stream and they're looking at themselves over here. Nothing's wrong with that. It's just that they see themselves and the other people that are on the screen over there. So that's where they look and that's where they focus, as opposed to speaking directly to the camera. Right. Thanks, Kev. I appreciate that. And it's something that I had to learn because when I first started, I'm trying to make sure that I'm in the frame and I'm centered and all of the things. So right now I have the camera centered directly over the computer, and there's a green light from my MacBook camera, which I can focus on. And that helps me stay in line when I'm watching the camera so that I'm not over here. Plus, that keeps me out of my mic radius as well. Right? So we're trying to be sure that we keep it all together. So in just making this thing work is what it's all about. So taking the stuff like this, plus I've been doing this now for 2 years. So if I couldn't do it is going to be like, Dave, you know what? Maybe you should go read a book and film yourself doing that. No. Thank you, man. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. It's like, that's amazing how you transition to each song so smoothly because it's the same progression, right? Africa by Guess the rain is down in Africa. You know? that song really changes. You know, just a bunch of different things. I've been playing piano for 43 years. It's going to be 44 years come March. So, what may seem to be easy for me, it's just years and years and years of doing it. So, let's segue into why we can make this work. The music, the rules, the math is the same every time. Every time. So once you learn the rules, you pick up the vocabularies like the 1, the 5, the 6, the 4. Oh, bet they play that. Wait a minute. That's the same progression they played in Apologize, Timberland and One Republic, or Blackpink, As If It's Your Last. You know, Taylor Swift, Bad Blood. You know, in the chorus there, it's just like, wait, huh? You serious? No, it's not that easy. Yeah, it is. Okay. So now, I don't have a script. I'm just going off of my knowledge, right? I don't have a script. So every word that I'm speaking. I'm just talking. So the music, I hear it and it's like, oh, that's what they're saying with that song. So I can just speak it musically. I played enough. 1, 5, 6, 4 progressions. Today I make up a song about it. I played enough. 1, 5, 6, 4 progressions. So I'll make up a song about it. 1, 5, 6, 4. If you want it, I could play it more. Talking about the 1, 5, 6, 4. This is what I'm here for. Talking about the 1, 5, 6, 4. If you don't say stop, I'll play more. 1, 5, 6, 4. This progression is what I'm here for. No woman, no cry. 1, 5, 6, 4. If you don't say stop, I'll keep playing more. 1, 5, 6, 4. I will keep open the 1, 5, 6, 4. Yeah, that's it. You can put let it go, can't take it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. So there's a group of guys that did the 1564 was the most famous. There are literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of songs that at some point incorporate that progression into them as part of the creative process. And as you saw, I just made up a whole song with the 1564 progression. And I just thought of another verse, but I'm not gonna do it. Oh man, so there's so many skills all at once. You make it seamless. Kevin Cox, you sir you could come around to every live stream. Come on. You make it work for you. It's a great image and lighting. Sorry for the distractive, just marveling at the feet. Are you covering the 1564 for the feet? I am not doing that, Albert. All right. So what you saying? You got some practice. After you know what you're looking for and hearing in this case, you can see it and hear it everywhere. Okay. On that note, Kevin, I bought a car 4 years ago. It was a Ford Fusion hybrid. Let me tell you, after I bought that car, I was just like, how many Fusions are there? The car is everywhere. And they stopped making them. 2018 was the last year. They stopped making them. And I keep seeing them everywhere. I'm like, yo, fam, that's wild. That's wild. So thank you. He's like, play more. Piano is so calming when it's simple and bare bones like this. Oh, God's construction got you streaming on TV. Man, keep going. What's your regulars weren't at 3 a.m.? I hear you, Kev. I really do. And I do have, there's a couple of people have come through from Cali. And Adrian Nash and I forgot the other person's name. But First Floor Audio Lee, my guy, thank you so much for coming through from the UK. Man, it's late over there. You up late. He's like, I know. He's like, you're usually up late. So soothing, God's construction. That's impressive. You can play on the ceiling. So on this camera that I'm using is the camera that I'm using. Oh, I don't have my other tripod. Darn. All right, we'll just go with it. The tripod that I'm using for this is a microphone stand. The camera is an older camo is still active. What? Okay. So I'm gonna switch this out to camo here. So it's a older style It's a Sony CX440, I believe. I paid like maybe $50 at Walmart. But it's a great overhead camera because I don't need to get a huge. And this is just a microphone stand that extended all the way up, right? And so it's just a Sony CX440 connected via. If you have a capture card, you can just pull that in, and Ecamm recognizes it. But I have it going through my ATEM Mini Extreme here. So that pulls in, but the picture is upside down. So if I were to just switch to that right here, if I switched to that camera, this is what you see. So I had to create a scene in Ecamm that flipped the camera upside down, so that when I went to the top shot, it was flipped, right? So it's a scene here in my just go to command demo mode. So see on the left over here, oh, you see the camera. Anyway, coming back to it. Now we get sidetracked. Anyway, we will just go to see the shot of me and leave it on there. Cool. I took some getting used to. Took some getting used to, and I didn't always have that overhead shot. I think once I tried to put it behind me, but then that black pole was in the video, and it's just weird. It's just weird. So. All the songs that are on this list, I don't even know them all. It's been Come Over by Kenny Chesney, Cruise by Florida Georgia. And I'm taking the basic progression and just sprinkling a note here, sprinkling a note there. And that's it. The bottom line. The bottom line. And I'm playing it all in C, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Any key, I can. So yeah, that's it. The 1-5-6-4 progression is like maybe the most popular progression, especially now with pop music sampling and the ease of use. If people have Ableton or Reaper, or on a Mac you have GarageBand. And then, of course, the grandfather of them all, Pro Tools, right? Pro Tools is industry standard, or even Logic, though, is making a run at them. And GarageBand, there's so many things you can do. GarageBand, what's that open source software? Audacity. Audacity is another. You could just do your thing and keep it moving. Keep it moving. So the preponderance of the tools now, you don't need to go to or rent time out in a big studio. Just this past last week, I didn't make it, Lee, first floor audio. I didn't make it out there to the stream last night. It was Valentine's Day, and I was doing Valentine's-y things, flowers, chocolate. You know, I gotta wake up today, right? So, and I am probably I'm so behind on the comments, and so behind, so behind. So, Albert's asking, on the right hand, are you adding the B, then C with your index finger? Where's the B in the 1564 progression? The B only comes out on the 5, Albert. So, let's go back to the top shot here. All right. Let's go back to the top shot here. Senor Albert. Okay. That's where the B comes in. Because the B is part of the G chord, right? Or if you use my cheat code method, you don't even play the B at all. Once you're playing at least 2 notes from the chord, so I'll just play just the two notes. Which is what I'm doing really in my cheat code method is middle finger, just middle finger. And there's a rhythmic variation. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, that sounds so good. Man, wow. So I'm really, really capitalizing on. I did it again. Switch it out with the Stream Deck, Dave. Switch it out with the Stream Deck. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so there's that one. First 4 is saying hi. It's clean for that overhead shot. Yeah, Kevin. Sorry, you came in a little. I'm behind on the comments for sure. It's clean for that overhead shot. Yeah, this Sony CX440, and it gives you 1080. I don't believe it goes 4K, but I'm streaming 1080. The ATEM is 1080. I can upscale to 4K. A lot of people are streaming 4K and all they're getting is 1440, but the files they're recording is in 4K. Ecamm records in 4K locally. If you say, I want 4K, you get 4K local, and then you can repurpose and upload again, right, in 4K. So for editing purposes and repurposing, streaming in 4K. Streaming in 4K is perfect for that. But for a lot of people, 1080 is good. A lot of people streaming on StreamYard, they're on just the basic plan, or even just the first tier, the standard plan, which only gives you 720, and you're killing the game. You know what I mean? You're looking at it on your cell phone. 720 looks good. And that's where most people are consuming the content. Yeah, God's construction got me on the TV, and that's great. Coming in 1080, maybe if you have a 4K TV, it is like, maybe it's not that good, but let me know if it's crisp. God's construction. And God's construction, what is your name? I just wanted to make sure we got that in. Laquita, thank you for coming in again. I caught you guys a little bit there. I missed the end of it because I had to run out the office. But yeah, the tech available for home studios is unreal. Audio and video wise. The cost for quality is really absolutely a $50 camera. I did a stream on Friday last week with I had, for a little piece of it, I showed the webcam and the view from the webcam. I don't have it. It's in my bag upstairs. I didn't bring my bag into the studio because I just brought my laptop down because everything else I needed is here. So, anyways, we're talking about the masterclass. I'm finishing up parent shuttle for all the kids' activities and can chill for a minute. Absolutely. Now, here's a question from Albert. If I want to play progression with my right hand and Uno finger on my left, what is the key finger number for the left hand to follow? So C chord in the right hand, we play with the thumb in the left. And I'll show you what that is here, Albert. Right? Let's pull this back over so it's a little bit more. When I zoomed in, it was like, but the camera is also not centered properly, so it's not over the center of the piano because that's where the camera is. We'll have to work that out. All right. Here we do, so the thumb in the left, ring finger 4 for 5, middle finger for 6, and pinky for 4. Right? So thumb, yeah. So C chord in the right hand, you play the thumb in the bass, in the left, then the ring finger, then the middle finger for 6, and a pinky for 4. So the 1, 5, 6, 4. And you can pretty much do that for any key. So let's say I'm in D, right? So I just shifted my hand up one key. Right, so 1, 5, 6, 4. If I'm playing on the black keys here, I'm playing in C sharp. Right, so it's 1, 5 for G sharp, A sharp, F sharp, C sharp, right? If it's D flat, A flat, B flat, G flat. Same chord, different name. That's the story for another time. We get into theory category right there, right? All right, so that's the answer to that question. That's why you need a capture card for that overhead cam and eCam instead of that ATEM. You still make it work seamlessly, man. I'm trying to think. David's pro tip: Pro Tools GarageBand and Audacity are great ways uh, affordably get your studio in order. Get the gear, David. Oh, Laquita, you always advertising for me. Very crisp picture. We are a team, husband and wife. Our names are Will and Keisha. Yes. Yeah, I saw you guys were talking about the coach, the Texas versus Texas. Y'all not ready for it. You're ready for it. All right. Hey, Kev, glad for you stopping by and catching a few moments. We appreciate, man. Appreciate you 100%. You guys are killing the game out there in the streaming land. The tubes of you, right? The tubes of you. And we want to say thank you for all of you for coming through, for asking your questions. Albert, you had some really good questions, really making a difference. I'm gonna try and see if we can chop this up and get to the music portions and pull it out, make it a little more tight as opposed to a live stream. Hey, and I'm one of the proponents of, if you can do something, there's no better way than doing it live. You can help somebody. I learned some stuff from Lee last week. I was just like, man, this is amazing. First Floor Audio for making that, taking the time to really give it to us and show us how to create that stuff. I'm thinking of doing some of that. Do I even have that scene set up? It's like, yeah, I do. So here's Logic. This is where my main piano is coming from. I have it set in such a way that it's layered. So when I play, you hear the piano, but I also have main stage sitting on top of that, which provides a little bit of the string sparkle. So it sounds really nice. You get that good piano sound, and then it fades out, right? You see the little green lights and if I want to, I can record that. And I didn't record it today, but I didn't make too many mistakes, so that's fine. Most mornings I've started recording them and then I just stopped. I just used two pianos external. Right. I understand that Lee's saying he uses two pianos external. I totally get that, right? But yeah, the Yamaha piano and the SY85, man, those are great pianos. You know, they're a little old. I have the Motif, the original Yamaha Motif 6. I paid $1,100 for that keyboard back, I believe, in 2001. Might have been even before that, but I think it was 2001. That board has served me, even though right now one of the keys is sticking. I have to get it fixed. But it's still, that thing is solid. They don't build keyboards like that anymore. This keyboard that I'm using is the Casio CDP S350, and it has a 3.5 millimeter, that just a headphone jack output. It's not the 1/4 inch that most musicians use, and it has an internal piano. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how it sounds, even the grand piano. No, the Logic, the Steinway is it's got that nice and the way that I've put those things together, really, really, really awesome, really awesome. Cool. I could use internal plugins, but don't. They're not necessarily internal plugins. I'm just using the digital pianos that have come. I guess those are plugins, you could say, that come with Logic. I'm just using those. Main Stage uses those as well, but they're programmed on top of each other to keep it going. Yeah. All right. I have had a great time. I've had a great time. Yeah, I get that, my man. Beautiful sound. I think it really helps to enhance. And I listened to some of the piano work, people who play music on YouTube, and that's kind of like where I got mine from. Use a layered piano on the SY85. I mean, your piano sounds great, man. I really like it, and I believe the motif pianos really do the same thing. A friend of mine was one of my buddies. He plays in a wedding band. Yeah, Yamaha. They've really got that sound. The grand piano, the layered piano, the '80s piano on there in the Yamaha. It's just amazing, amazing sound. They really captured when they do those samples that they create their pianos from. They put the piano in a room and they've got 65 mics gathering the sound of the room and making sure. I saw a lady do it, her Nari Soul, I believe her name is. Um, I don't know if she's Korean or Filipino or whatever, but she did a piano recording of one of her sonatas. One of, I don't know if one of her sonatas, but anyway, she showed how they captured that sound, and it was just absolutely fantastic. The microphones, everything. So yeah, so two pianos mixed with a slight string. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. True recordings, yeah. So, and thank you, Laquita, for that. We have free form Friday on Friday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern, which I believe is 11 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. 1, 12 o'clock Central European Standard Time. And 3 a.m. Pacific, right? 5 a.m. Central, 6. So we want to remind you that that is happening. And thank you for all who are here. I'm just going to play a quick song as we go up. And we'll catch you on the flip side. It's been real. It's been good. It's been real good. And I encourage you every time I am on here to use your hands, your voice, and your heart, fueled by love, to make a difference. Be mad to make life better. MLB, all right? The original MLB crew. Now we the mad crew. To make a difference crew. To make a difference for the people around you. Make a difference in your world. The more you can do that, the greater your impact. Lee's doing it on his channel, First Floor Audio. God's Construction is doing it on their channel, God's Construction. It's Will and Keisha, I believe. Kevin Cox is doing it. G. Albert is doing it. F.R. Humphrey. Hey, Felicia, thank you for coming through. God's Construction. Amen. That's absolutely how we roll around here. And Laquita and Corey were today live talking about, listen, there are organizations out there that have money, that want to support the arts, that want to support creatives. The government, they were going to a military installation, and they couldn't tell us, otherwise they'd have to kill us. But they were on their way to do some cultural things. Black History Month. You want to make sure that it goes well. And here we celebrate that in the U.S. So First Floor Audio, God's Construction, G. Albert, Blind Guy, his wife, their life, and Dogface Simon down there in Australia. We are really an international audience today. Al Shafee up in Newfoundland. It's up there in Canada. And yeah, Al, do you? I don't know if you're still here. Do you play the guitar or the piano or saxophone or flute or something? I don't know. I think I have in my mind that you play guitar. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth. Maybe not. That's okay. Whatever you do, whatever you play, I encourage you to play by ear. There's something about it that just, helps people to helps people. It's like, oh man. There's something about playing by ear that, it forces you to use other places in your mind and create that music and the math and the science. I don't know what it is about it. Last story, anecdotal, and I'll go. My father-in-law, who is a musician in his own right, he plays saxophone, said to me when they started dating my wife, Michelle, we were talking about he's into computers. A lot of musicians make great computer guys because we're using that logical, the math about, something about how you analyze the frequencies and put it together. It's just amazing. A lot of musicians work that. I can only play by doing and by ear. First floor, Lee, that's great. And so he said to me, he's like, hey, when these computer companies were looking for people to work, when computers first started, becoming, mainframes and then into, personal computers, like these computer companies needed people to help. What did they end up doing? They hired musicians. They found the musicians. It's like, hey, you may want to give this career a chance. I'm like, what? Nah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Really? No, I'm an artist. I'm a creative. Programming. To be able to create the screens, to be able to create the software. That takes creativity, right? People that program StreamYard, EVMux, BeLive, well, all of the things that live streaming, all these equipment, programming. Yeah, it takes creativity to get it to a point where it looks good with the colors and the red and the purple, like I have the purple and the white and even the logo, my logo over here. It says Tech Media Impact. I don't know if I could pull it up. Where that file is, I can't find it right now. Anyways, so musicians have been at the forefront of technology for a long time. Long time. Long time. All right. David, please close with vocals so we can appreciate playing by ear. How playing by ear has helped you love okra better. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Just like, you want me to smash my equipment talking about how okra has helped, how music has helped me play okra better? No, how playing by ear has helped me love okra better? That's cruel. That is, yeah, no, we're not about it. All I will say is, no okra, amen. Oh, no okra, amen. amen. Oh, no okra, amen. Y'all ain't ready for this. No okra, amen. No okra, amen. Hey. Come on. No okra, amen. See the light? Yeah. No. Oh. Amen. Wow. That actually almost killed my internet. Y'all almost made me kill my internet with that song. Put up the candles. Oh man. It's like, you better sing, David. Oh man. My whole studio is basically purple. First, I have the light sitting here. I just don't throw it on all the time. The reason I don't throw it on is because I've got stuff on the light, the shadow from the light goes up there like that. So I just leave it alone. Clip that song as a short. 1564, the best use that I found tonight. Uh, amen. Oh, I'm a living witness. No cry, amen. 1564 chord. No cry, amen. No cry, amen. Family, it's been real. It's been good. It's been real good. And we're going to be going on now. So that's how you can demystify the 1564 progression. I wish you all a wonderful night. And we will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace, y'all. Ciao.